Meantime, Apple set to report tonight after the bell, and it's Tim Cook's last quarter as CEO. Our Mackenzie Sagalos joins us this morning from Apple HQ. Morning, Mac.
Hey, good morning, Carl. So this is a landmark moment for Apple. Tim Cook reporting his final quarter as CEO after 15 years and a 2,400% stock gain over his tenure in the same week that Apple topped $5 trillion for the first time and took NVIDIA's crown as the world's most valuable publicly traded company. Cook also set a very high bar for this quarter. Apple's guided to as much as 17% revenue growth, nearly double what the street had expected at the high end. Analysts now looking for a fourth straight quarter above $100 billion in revenue, with iPhone sales in the mid $50 billion range and a third straight standout result in China. Even some of the street's biggest bears think that the near-term setup is solid. But the handoff to an almost entirely new C-suite comes with some serious challenges. Memory costs at record levels are expected to compress margins, which hit a record of nearly 50% last quarter. Apple's already raised some Mac and iPad prices by as much as 20%, and analysts expect the iPhone to be next. Now, that said, the downturn has actually worked in Apple's favor. Lower-end Android makers have less room to absorb those soaring memory costs as the market heads for its worst year on record, while Goldman Sachs sees Apple gaining share as competitors raise prices, something that we are already seeing in China, one of its most important markets. And then on the AI front, investors have started to reward Apple for sitting out the CapEx race and letting companies like Alphabet pour tens of billions into models and cloud capacity. But with a crucial Siri redesign still not widely available to the public, Apple still has plenty to prove on the product side. Guys?
Meantime, Mac, number one market cap, as we've talked about last couple of days, once again reclaiming that crown from NVIDIA. I wonder if on the call there will be questions about how far they're going to protect IP when it comes to some of these former employees now at OpenAI.
And that's really a fight over hardware, right? We've got John Ternus coming in as the new CEO, having been at the company for 25 years, most recently as its hardware chief. And the fight with OpenAI is about the departure of top talent to the hardware division. 400 people now at OpenAI, former Apple employees. And there's this question of whether IP theft is involved with the product designs that OpenAI has been working on in their lab. They're certainly reporting to support the fact that there are similar upcoming products in the pipeline. They're, over at Apple, glasses potentially coming, a foldable phone. And we know that Sam Altman has very publicly talked about his ambitions to create a new physical interface for this generative AI era. But what I will say is that Apple is so firmly ahead, 2.5 billion devices across its installed base. And we have form factors coming for the first time in over 10 years. And I really think it's quite an endorsement of their hardware strategy that they're putting John Ternus in charge, potentially this foldable phone, potentially a touchscreen MacBook, potentially these glasses. So a lot of exciting things coming down the pike.
What about the iPhone 18 prices? How much color do you think, Mac, we could get on the call tonight?
That's the big question, right? Certainly, Tim Cook will get questions about whether we're going to see price hikes when we get their September hardware event. I've spoken to analysts at Tech Insights who have done this breakdown of the phone, a physical teardown. And if you just assume that memory pricing is the one thing that changes, and you're looking at least $200 per device. But Apple tends to hold their cards close to the vest, right? So whether or not we get an answer from Cook on imminent price hikes, what I will say is that 2 days ago, we just got this new leasing program where Apple Upgrade is a way for people to parse out these larger price tags across monthly installments. So you think about an iPhone 18 Pro potentially costing $200 more. That's only an extra $8 a month if you spread it out over 2 years.
It has been amazing, sort of the shifts in narrative between you're late on AI and you got to revamp Siri, now to you've made the right move by not overinvesting in CapEx. We'll see what tonight brings, maybe some more clarity on what their strategy is. Certainly for Ternus, that's going to be a big moment. Mac, good to have you there. Mackenzie Sagalos.